Oh, yes, it's a minute after. I said it's a minute after. It's Laura, everybody. Hi. Oh, shit. I didn't turn my clap machine on. And we know what happens when I don't do that, which is that I feel extremely naked.
How do you live without that thing?
I don't know how. In day-to-day life, as I've said before.
How do you do your podcast without your clap?
I don't know. Well, I'm not terribly funny on the podcast. One could argue I'm not terribly funny here, but I'm especially not funny on the podcast.
That's not nice. Be nice to yourself.
Oh, there we go. Okay, that feels better. How is everybody doing tonight? Oh boy, we're going to have connectivity issues tonight, aren't we? I see the little bar thing showing that we're getting like low.
Are you on the balls?
I just checked the balls. We have an internet service called Fast as Balls, as I think you know. We're no longer River Internet or Forest Internet here. No. Oh, Matt or Sutso, Kathy Brown. What's up, friends?
It's fast as balls.
How y'all doing?
Why.
Yeah, fast as balls.
I don't know if balls are fast.
No, fast as balls. Hello, David Salter.
Oh, hello.
Happy to see you, my friend. So listen, we have a lot to discuss this evening.
Just a packed show.
It is an absolutely packed show, as it usually is.
Oh my God, I'm so tired today.
So
I did not sleep well. I feel like I could go to sleep right now. And lately I feel like, do I have narcolepsy or something?
I've started to feel that same way. I'm starting to wonder.
Does anybody else have this? You're in that like phase of your life that I think your, I don't know, parents, grandparents were once in, where like if you sit in a chair, you will fall asleep.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just being into like
it's
Johnny Depp.
It's like gravity itself.
Right.
Like, yeah, exactly.
Johnny Depp.
Here's
and how
some
Amber
revelations of Depp versus Heard.
Basically,
Johnny Depp falls asleep in chairs.
Johnny Depp falls asleep in chairs. I'm like, yes, and water is wet.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Oh, you know what else? Johnny Depp takes drugs.
Johnny Depp takes a lot of drugs. Makes me feel pretty good about my habits, right?
Yeah.
Because
drinks a lot, takes a lot of drugs, and it's to no one's surprise.
No. Kathy just said, and we'll get to this in just a moment. Hello, everybody, if you're just joining us. Kathy just said that our new group is her favorite thing of the week.
Oh, my gosh. I know, right?
It's kind of blowing up. For those of you who are not on it, I'm not pushing it.
Everyone's on it, right?
But it is for middle-aged people or people who identify as middle-aged, as I like to say. My folks are on it.
It's so fun. And like total strangers come in every day and post like random photos. It's so great.
Wonderful. It's just
so
wonderful.
great.
My mom is here. I was going to call you guys. I was just about to call you guys, see if you guys were going to be making it on the show this evening. Yeah, super duper fun. The show. Now, it inspired a song, as it is wont to do for me. Hello, my pops. How you doing, man? My dad and I played golf. Guess what, y'all? I made par. I shot par for a hole. How about that?
Still not sure what that means, but congratulations.
Thank you very much. I would explain it, but I don't want to put everybody to sleep right off the bat. We'll wait for that.
I'm already just about to fall
I was going to
asleep.
say, I might put you to sleep.
I mean, I'm doing that thing lately where I like at 9 p.m., I'm like, oh my God, it's happening. I'm going to sleep.
The same thing happens to me usually mid-afternoon, and I will have this sensation of like, I will feel these shoulders pressing down on me, these invisible shoulders, and just like pushing my eyelids closed. Am I right?
That's how I feel.
And some days I'll have to give in and just like, okay, I'm closing my computer. All right, fine. You win, sleep. I'll go in and take a nap for, what sometimes turns out to be in excess of 2 hours. Wow. So,
and yet, the nighttime sleep is so bad, right? It's so terrible that, you're tired all day.
Yeah, so I'm not really quite sure how to sort this out. And by the way, if anybody has any surefire solutions for insomnia, well, that's one of our clues tonight for Cards Against Humanity game, so save it.
Hammer to the head.
Save it. I was going to say, it's time for extreme measures. What's it going to be? Should we start the show?
Yes.
Let's do that.
We have a lot of business
so much to cover tonight, yeah.
The only show with
Business. Saturday, May 21st. We are just tantalizingly close to the birthday of one Janice Pierce Cox. She's going to be 79, y'all. This is the interregnum period between my parents' birthdays where they will constantly say, my mom will always say, well, my dad is older than she is because born before her. Wait, does that work? Yeah, dad's older because he was born first. So he'll always be older than my mom. She likes to remind him of that.
Live show interrupted. What's going on?
Live show interrupted.
Doesn't make sense. Eagles and what doesn't make sense is eagles and birdies.
Eagles and birdies. So an eagle. Tell me if I'm right here, Dad. An eagle is 2 under par, and a birdie is 1 under par, and a bogey is 1 over par. And what's a double bogey? Is 2 over par? Did I get that right? Oh my goodness! I think I won just some sort of. Yeah, we're having connectivity issues here. Yeah.
I have a narcoleptic problem.
Terrible.
I can't.
So yeah, I'm noticing that we're having a little bit of a connectivity issue here tonight. Stick with us. But
we're on the balls. There's nothing else we can do.
We're on the balls. Yeah. So so there we go. Listen, yeah, I don't really know what to do about the sleeping thing other than I did figure out a drug concoction that really, really works, but it's probably not terribly good for me. So once in a while, I'll take it.
Would you say it's Johnny Depp-worthy?
Depp-worthy, a deposition. They keep talking about the deposition, and my grandmother would be so excited because there's so many puns to make around a deposition. Have you heard? See, that's what my grandmother would do.
Have you? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, she'd like that, wouldn't she, Mom?
Hashtag Amber Turd.
Hashtag Amber
I knew a
Turd.
thing about golf.
Yeah.
Talking about Jack Palance. Yeah.
How you doing? And so listen, y'all, we have a brand new video, and I said that I wasn't going to debut any more music on the show unless I could involve y'all. This one was inspired by the new group. Now, the new group, if you haven't joined, is Gen X is 50. And one of the things,
it's such a fun group.
Super fun. Nothing about politics. It's gloriously free of politics.
Yeah, so great.
We get enough of that. Do we not? We get enough of that. And so anyway, we put a couple of questions to folks. One of which was, what is the most obviously dangerous toy that you played with as a child? That, we now know.
And, we covered this a few years ago on this show because, a lot of us are the same age.
We've covered a lot of things on this show. It's going to come up on the group, for sure.
I wouldn't say we're recycling our content over there, but maybe we are. But we posted up this, dangerous toys thing, and we had discussed a lot of these things already, so I thought I had heard it all.
Right.
And then someone posted up Junior Jigsaw.
Junior Jigsaw, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Lawn darts. Okay, where is that music coming from?
I have no idea.
Oh, it's coming from the TikTok.
What
all
music
of a sudden,
is that?
I loved that was coming through. So
are we back?
We're back, but it's not really seeming to help. I think this might be a StreamYard problem. So thanks, StreamYard, for charging as much money as you do every month and not working.
Should we reboot the whole show? No, I don't want to do that.
I don't want to do that. I don't think I want to do that.
I might fall asleep.
You might fall asleep.
I might never wake up. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. So stick with us. We're gonna freeze.
We froze because we switched networks, but
we switched networks. Ideally, this will take care of the problem. If it doesn't, why? It's the best show that money can buy. That's
we're still kind of blurry.
As Julia
should we just
Child
switch and do the show from the phone itself?
Exactly.
Like the old school
like
show.
Like the old times.
Yeah.
Oh, do you remember the old times?
And my phone has, let's see. Let's look.
Let's do. Yeah.
It has
how many bars?
73%.
Wow, that is unbelievable. Now, usually, Lori is a walking red line, right? Just that tiny little sliver of battery.
I do it to stress you out.
Makes me freak the fuck out.
Yeah.
Anytime I see somebody sharing a meme, and I see that up in the corner, I'm like, that's a nice meme. Charge your phone. Charge your goddamn phone. Am I right?
That really does bother you.
Are we looking great? Oh, good. Thank you very much. Thank you. I feel good. I'm moist. Yeah. I don't know what that means. I said that the other night, and Kirsten Hansen took great exception with my use of the word moist. People don't like the word moist.
She was mad about that.
She was definitely mad.
Yeah.
So, hey, look, we're doing it on the phone. Perhaps this is a way forward. We've come full circle here on The Only Show. We're doing things. So anyway, we talked about dangerous toys. We also talked about things that you did that probably were illegal.
Remember when we were kids?
Or illegal now.
Oh yeah, no, I was just wrapping up the thought of like what we used to do when we were kids. Like, remember when you were a kid, you used to go home and be like, yeah, I'm going out. Where are you going? Around.
Out.
I don't know.
You'll see me when you see me. Right?
I don't know.
Didn't have a phone.
If you want to know where I am, why don't you drive around the neighborhood until you find the house where all the bikes are in front of it? Like,
that's how you find us.
That's the GPS of the 70s and 80s.
That is where you will find us. You do not have a Find Friends app. You don't even have a fucking phone, right? Yeah. But,
I don't know. I'm going over to my friend's house to see if he can climb up on the roof and jump into his pool.
That was something. Jumping off the roof was a big deal.
Jumping off the roof was a big thing when we were kids. I'm sure no one does that now. If anyone has kids, do you let them jump off the roof?
Do you?
Probably don't.
They
don't.
What is that?
Why were we allowed to do that?
Here's a question I have for parents right now. Do you let your kids do the same shit that you got away with doing as a kid? For example,
there is no way. We stayed home by ourselves so much.
So much. And I would not buy my child a fucking motorbike. Are you kidding me? Dad?
No way.
Mom? You guys were awesome. Thank you. I wouldn't do that for my own fucking kid. So, there you go.
We're going to go play in the woods. Exactly. Would you let your kids do that now? No.
So, now listen.
Bought cigarettes for...
that made it into the song.
I was talking to a friend today who may be watching. Hi.
Hello.
Who's not on Facebook.
We whispered
Is it true that when we were kids, there was no minimum age for cigarettes, so you could just go in. You didn't even.
16 was the minimum age for cigarettes.
Did you even need permission though? I
was it
bought
18?
cigarettes all the time.
So I bought cigarettes because nobody checked and nobody cared. Rapel's here. What's up, brother? Nobody fucking cared. I remember. When was the time? So the one most remarkable time that I've ever had, I think I mentioned this on the show before, buying cigarettes, was at Disneyland. Yes, indeed. There used to be a tobacco store.
No, but remember cigarette machines? Even like when we were in high school,
they didn't
if
card.
you smoked and you were like 16, you could just go to a restaurant,
Exactly.
put
At a local
quarters
hotel.
in, and then
Just shunk, shunk. Remember that sound?
Shunk,
shunk, shunk. And then the cigarettes would just fall in there. And it's like, hey, that's not my brand. Oh, well, I guess I'm smoking Winston's this week. I don't know.
Yeah.
What
smells like smoke? Oh, I went to Nana's.
Michelle is here. Yeah. What's up? So, you ever, I don't know, sometimes I don't really miss smoking cigarettes. I miss the ritual, I think is what I mean to say. Like, I miss that sort of hand-mouth. Oh, what's the word that I'm looking for? It mollified all of my anxiety. David
It's
Sedaris.
like oral fixation.
That's
right?
exactly
Oral manual fixation, yeah.
David Sedaris was a very heavy smoker for years and years and years and thought he would never quit. And his quote about that, which I still love, was the minute he lit up a cigarette when he was like, 13, 14, he's like, oh, that's what was missing. There we go. Now I'm complete. Right.
Sure.
Anyway, yeah. But I mean, God knows, when you quit, though, you don't want to go back. No, and go back to that. So listen, I'm going to go ahead and debut this now. I would just let you guys know, Bob and I think Suzanne, if you are here, I was not able to get your photos into the song itself because we just ran out of time. So I will be absolutely showing your incredible baby photos as soon as we're done with the song.
Amazing. See if you can pick me out.
Yeah. In fact, this will be fun because I didn't label anybody here, so we'll see if everybody can figure out who's who.
You can always pick me out.
Yeah, I was going to say you can pick out.
Once upon a time, there was a generation born between 1980 and 65.
There we go.
It was a childhood better than the ones to come, but it's a fucking miracle that we survived. Singing, that's the way you do it, that's the way you do it. Lawn darts and BB guns and Swiss Army knives. That's the way you do it, that's the way we do it. Hanging at our friend's house unsupervised. Alone at home, 4 hours at a stretch. Today someone would call CBS. There was a car seat sight, our parents smoking with the windows rolled up tight. How are we alive right now? You can't believe the shit we need. Playgrounds were steel and concrete, and so I ask you, how are we alive?
That was tough. They let us tough.
Once upon a time, we would stay out all day. Your parents figured you'd come home eventually. That's the way we did it. Drinking from a sprinkler with a slip and slide on the gravel driveway. We were the children of divorce, buying Virginia Swims for our mothers with a note. We rode in the beds of trucks, nobody seemed to give a fuck. And so I ask you, how are we alive right now? Jumping off the roof of the house, everything seemed to be allowed. Do you ever wonder, how are we alive? Making jumps for our bikes, wiping out on our bikes, never wearing helmets, riding with no seatbelt. Everything was sharp, we were always scraped up. I wouldn't trade it for $1 million. There wasn't a car seat in sight, parents smoking with the windows rolled up tight. How are we alive right now? You can't believe the shit we need. We played on steel and concrete, and so I ask you, how are we alive?
Wait for it. There we go. There's Carrie Atwood. Yeah, wait long enough. There you go. Super fun, y'all. That was really, really cool. I thoroughly enjoyed seeing all of everybody's childhood photos.
cute seeing everyone's
My
babies
mom
on-
says, amazing your parents aren't all in prison. You didn't know, as
No, but
my...
that's what's funny. Like, what did your parents let you do, Jim and Jan? Like,
Yeah, I was gonna
were you
say.
just like, I don't know?
Yeah, you guys were
drive
feral.
a car. You're 5, right?
My mom
Drive a car.
and her friends ran feral around Spreckles, which was
Yeah.
basically this tiny little postage stamp of a town surrounded by lettuce fields, which my mother would go out, and as soon as they came by and sprayed the DDT or the Alar or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
it was with the planes,
Breathe it in.
she'd go out and eat it.
Breathe
They'd
it
just
in.
go out and eat they would just eat those lettuce heads. Oh boy, that's got to be good for you. Ha ha. Wow.
I was thinking about. Oh, go ahead. You just about
anything we wanted. That's exactly right.
Exactly
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you said you started a topic earlier, which was what did we do that would be illegal today?
Right. So
Like,
so we were talking about a few of
if you
those
left your
things.
kids at home alone today,
Yeah.
would that be illegal?
As I said, I think they'd probably call Child Protective Services.
Also, do you guys remember? I don't know if you were the same way, but we were always scraped. Or in some like
Always had-
healing in some
always
way,
had
like
something.
make sure your kid has a tetanus shot in the 70s and 80s because everything's metal.
Everything
right?
is metal.
You're scraping your shins
Always.
constantly on your
Everything's
bike.
rusty.
Right? Everything's
There's sharp
rusty.
edges.
You know,
And
and
you just constantly-
you're fine, right? You're fine.
You remember owies? Constantly have an owie.
Oh,
You
yeah.
always have an owie on you somewhere because you know it fell off your fucking bike or whatever, and it's like raspberries.
And
oh my
I
god.
don't know if you remember, there was no like I don't even remember where the urgent care was in my town because
Was
it
there
was
an
like
urgent
if
care?
you
Did
go
we have
out
an urgent
and
care?
you get hurt,
Oh my
you
God.
better be really hurt because if you're like, oh, we also were laughing about this. Remember in your neighborhood, there was always like an adult that would be like, hey, keep an eye on that kid.
Keep an
okay?
eye on that kid.
Keep an
Which-
eye on that kid because if I get back and that kid ran off, I'm gonna have to look for that kid. I'm gonna be pissed at you.
And
And
that-
now it's like a background check and like a whole, credit check before you can watch kids. It's like a thing.
I also had a bit in there that I took out. I slugged in the bit about huffing because I thought it was ultimately funnier. But the bit that I had before in there was about how when we were kids, our parents, if there was a birthday party, our parents would drop us off at the
Take
birthday
'em.
party and leave. Goodbye. We're gonna go have fun and live our lives. We're gonna stand there
My
and
mom
yeah.
would never have gone to a birthday party with me.
Oh hell no.
Like,
Hells
here you
no.
go.
Yeah. Here's a photo of Bob. What's
Oh my God, so cute.
It's really
So
really
cute.
cute. Yeah, I love it. It's such a cool photo. Sharing
Oh, can't these
screen.
kids stay at home alone? Okay.
There we go. There's Mr. West. Mr. West. Oh, look
Oh
at
my
that.
God, so cute.
Here, let me see if I can zoom in on the man here. Doo-doo-doo. There we go. Look
Oh my
at that.
God, so cute.
Wow, that's cool, man. That is awesome. And now you've, you look like a soon-to-be greaser. Is honestly what you look like there. You look like trouble. You look like the kind of kid who would have kicked my ass. back in
Carrie
the day.
just found the paperwork from when she went to the ER when she was 4.
Really.
The total cost was all handwritten. Yeah, it was like $5, right? Like,
Right.
here you go, pay up.
Oh my God.
No,
yes.
but remember, like, you could get hurt and your parents would be like, you're fine, right?
You're fine.
You're fine.
You're fine.
Now, there wasn't any of this, like I feel like a lot of our friends,
Yep.
and no offense if you're in this
If you are in
category,
this,
but,
yeah.
but I don't think anybody here watching is in this category, but rushing to the urgent care is a thing, right?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. My mom did not have any time for that.
We
She was
did.
like, you're fine.
We went a couple times. The one time was when I woke up with this strange
Walking
sound
up.
in my ear.
Oh my God,
Did I
this
tell
story's
this story?
horrible.
This is an
Oh
awful
my
story.
God, this
For
is
those of
gonna
you,
haunt you.
I'll give you the Reader's Digest. So I
I
wake
feel
up.
like
We're
there should
sleeping
be
on
a
the
trigger
lawn.
warning,
Yeah, by
trigger
the way,
warning.
Oh, and I didn't even turn off the banner, did I?
We should make a graphic for trigger warning.
Trigger warning. And I'll do that.
This
I'll get
story
right on.
involves
Here
an
we go.
insect.
Yeah, let's do that right now.
If that's triggering for you,
Trigger warning.
click off for a minute.
Warning. Okay, so here
I
we go.
think you've told this story before.
I think I have. So basically, I am sleeping out on the lawn with friends, like you do, like you did back then, right? My parents did happen to know where I was.
Is
but
that a thing now?
Wouldn't work out.
Sleeping on the lawn? I bet it isn't.
Sleeping on the lawn.
No, I
Probably
bet it's
not. So we're sleeping on the lawn, and all of a sudden, I wake up in the middle of the night, and there's this. I wake up because I'm hearing this sound in my ear, and I get up, and I'm like, it's still, there's no wind. I'm like, that sounds like wind, but it's not. But it's not wind. So I go home, and my mom and I are, trying to debate what to do. I wake her up. It's the middle of the night. I'm like, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah. So we're driving down the hill, and it stops. I'm like, oh, let's turn around. And as soon as we turn around, I'm like, no, it's back. So we go in there to the emergency room. That's all there was. It wasn't urgent care. The doctor shines the light in my ear, and out pops an earwig, y'all. Out popped a fucking earwig. A literal earwig in my ear.
Scott calls it COVID camping.
COVID camping.
Just go out on the lawn. You're fine. You're fine.
HOAs do not like it when people
You're
sleep
fine.
on the lawn. All the more reason to do it, as far as I'm concerned, because honestly, apart from present company, I haven't met an HOA member that I've actually liked, or I thought wasn't a.
Oh, I wasn't very nice when I was the HOA president. I just got on the HOA board to change the color of the railing.
To change the world.
Yeah.
All right, let's play some COVID Cards Against Humanity.
Kathy had a fever of 105 once, and her mom told her to lay down on the sofa because they had her boss coming for dinner, and she needed to just stay out of the way.
Holy God. Now that is the most Gen X story I've heard.
How are we alive right
How
now?
are we alive right now? That's the most
concerning.
Gen X story
That's
that I think
concerning.
I've heard in a long time. Yep. Lie down because we got company coming over. 105. Literally, your brain is boiling at this point.
Yeah.
You're like, no.
You're
Lock
like,
it off.
I might be really sick.
You know what my dad says?
Come on.
Jim Cox says,
Throw a little
some
dirt
dirt
on
on it.
it. Yeah.
Throw some dirt on it. Makes it better. Here we go. Monkey, yes. And you've been hearing, and by the way, Kathy said about monkeypox, which you've all heard now, has made an appearance here in North America. Fun. Who had monkeypox on their 2022 bingo card? Anybody? Anybody don't have? Well, anyway. So, yes.
I've been doing bingo. There's been such a lack of weird things in the news, but then all of a sudden it started again.
I think we're
2020 was the murder hornets and the
Yeah.
plague and everything else.
Well, this year has been
thought things had
pretty
calmed down.
headline heavy too.
Yeah.
I could deal without living. There's a question about this, but I could deal without living history every day for a little while, for a little bit. That'd be nice.
I don't love it.
Yes, monkeypox seems bad. By the way, I sent you those in an email.
I know. Yes.
Yes, monkeypox seems bad, but at least it's not blankpox. Am I right? Yes, monkeypox seems bad, but at least it's not blankpox. That'll teach him. Exactly right. So I take the earwig. You know, this is me, unevolved, young me.
We're still on this story?
Yeah, we're still on this trip. And I take it outside of the emergency room, and Mom was like, "What are you going to do with it?" I'm like, "I could let it go," but then I drop it on the ground and stomp. I'm like, "Oh man, I'm just not." I wasn't evolved then. I would let it go now. Elephantitis. Yeah, well, you're going to have to ride the back because, of course, it's nuts to ride shotgun.
Shotgun. Yeah. Elephantitis of the butt.
Elephantitis of that.
When they would show it on TV, they would substitute butt for nuts.
Yes, they did.
Elephantitis of the butt.
Who remembers? Whoa. Oh my God, y'all. You remember the bad translations?
Yes.
Overdubs over.
Yeah, they didn't beep it. They just said something else.
I remember
And not
watching
even
48
well.
Hours,
Yeah.
the movie with the incredibly racist film with Nick Nolte and Eddie Murphy. They didn't take out any of the references to fruits that African American people like or anything like that, or even the N-word. No. They instead turned it into sugar every time it was shit.
Sugar.
I mean, talk about having your priorities straight there, CBS. Wow, I will never forget that. I will never forget. And sugaring.
Okay, it just let me post. I don't know why.
I don't know.
It was like, no, you're being moderated. I'm like, I'm the moderator.
I'm the moderator.
What are you
Yeah.
talking about?
Yes, monkeypox seems bad, but he's in the amber pox. Oh. All right, Kathy. Kathy comes in with a fucking slam dunk right off the bat.
She's scary, you guys.
Yeah, she's terrifying.
She's
So,
scary.
GOP pox,
Did you
elephantitis
guys
pox,
hear
Trump
the
pox.
court when they played the recording of her just laughing? She's laughing and
She's
laughing
evil.
like a goon. Ooh, God.
Gooey duck pox, Planet of the Apes pox, Karen pox, rabbit hole pox, smallpox. Well, thank God it's not smallpox. You're exactly right. Amber Heard pox. Yeah. So, well, Ange, you had that as well. So I think that we have to give it to both of you. Let's give it to Ange and Kathy for Amber pox. Love that. Round
not
number
good.
one.
She's
No,
not
it's
good.
All right. So, and of course, for those of you keeping track of the war in Ukraine, of course, they've just taken Mariupol. Not a good sign.
I have had enough of these Monday, Friday snakes on this Monday, Friday plane.
Exactly right. That's exactly what it would be. Great job.
Mother trucker.
Yeah. After taking another city, Putin likes to celebrate with a nice blank. After taking another city, Putin likes to celebrate with a nice blank. By the way, I know we're probably slurry right now because I keep seeing the little thing that's indicating that we're not, and I'm not quite sure what to do about it.
You know what we have to do? We have to
do we have to do?
reset absolutely everything in
Probably.
the whole house. And we're
Yeah.
not going to do
Not
that
gonna do
now
that right
because
now.
it will just
Bring
totally
everything
kill
to a
the
screeching
bus.
halt. Yeah. So
I'm
we're-
dying watching the clips of Johnny blowing his nose and drinking from a straw. He
Yeah.
brings candy every day
Yeah,
for his
but-
lawyer.
He's an old man. He really is, and he seems like it, doesn't he? He seems like an old Hollywood dude now. There's something that happens to old Hollywood men.
Yeah, and why does he talk like that?
I don't know. He has this very affected speech.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
But, that makes me feel really sad for him. He just seems to have fallen in with the bad crowd.
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to reset the ball since we're on the phone, and then I'll go back to that as soon as we're...
Okay.
So you judge this round. I think it was yours to judge anyway. BRB.
Bareback horse ride. Borscht and cat. We do need better internet. We have it. It just maybe needs to be reset. We're fine. Everything's fine. Chat with Trump. Furry fun time. Walter Williams is here. He says Appletini. That's funny.
Who doesn't love a nice, refreshing, fruity Appletini? Boy, oh boy. Okay, there you go. Burning nuclear plant. Take another, Appletini, by the way, and and I've talked about this a lot, but do you seriously believe that the early 2000s were as long ago as they were? Such that if this were 1972, the early 2000s would be like the 50s. It'd be the early 50s. That's just fucking bananas to me. So we're watching a commercial, and all of a sudden Zach Braff pops up, and the guy who plays Turk from the show Scrubs, and they're old. They're old. They're like not terribly old, but they're older, right? Because it's been 20 years since that show was on the air. That is crazy to me. That it seems like a show that was just on. Am I right? What do we got? Fava beans and a nice Ukrainian
Eric
Chianti.
wins with fish brought to him by an eagle.
There you go. Nice. I like my mom's answer. Fava beans and a nice Ukrainian Chianti. It's very, very nice.
Oh my gosh.
Nicely done. Eric Atwood on the board. I figure you saw yourself, by the way, in that montage of photos here. Eric was a little boy holding the gun. Because of course he was.
Well, I don't know if you saw on the Gen X group, Carrie posted a photo of herself in the gun club when she was in like middle school in Ohio, and all of these little kids all have rifles.
That is some cred. Don't fuck with Carrie Atwood, y'all.
And they all shot guns in the basement, apparently.
And that's where you do. Yeah, my dad used to shoot guns in the basement.
Yeah.
He has a great story about shooting nails. He used to have nails, and he would shoot nails over with his BB gun.
Was that Christy? Oh, okay.
Got to be a dead eye to be able to do that shit. Okay, here we go. We've talked about this. Here's the clue. I'm going DEFCON 1 with my insomnia. It's time for blank.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I can't.
Going DEFCON 1 with the insomnia. Time for blank.
I'm sorry I didn't read that carefully. I am very, very sleepy today. Speaking of insomnia.
McRibska. This is great. That's a good answer. I like that.
Hit it.
McRibska. McRibska. All right, there we go. I'm going to DEFCON with my insomnia. Honestly, giant cartoon hammer. Is that what we're looking for?
God.
At this point, just bong. Sound
It's like I
effect.
can't sleep at all in the nighttime. And then one day this week, I woke up at 5:45 and I was like, that's fine. Fine, brain. I'll call your bluff.
And she did.
Great. And I got up because I was like, maybe the way to break the cycle is to just get up, live the whole day.
Guess who
and then
suffered?
Good.
Yeah, not your brain. The brain was fine.
I did it was like a lonely wasteland of insomnia. Like I did all the things throughout the whole day, and I looked at the clock and it was still 7:45.
That is a horrifying
Nobody was
feeling.
awake. I was like, I've done all the laundry. I cleaned the house. I paid the bills. I wrote 1,000 words on one of my projects. I'm like all done.
You ever
I can
feel
go
like
back to bed.
when you're that tired and you've gotten up that early, it's like somebody scooped out your soul with
Horrible.
a melon ball or something. I've just, oh my God, I've just been gutted as a human being.
So lonely.
I'm going with DEFCON 1 for my insomnia. It's time for a Chuck Norris sucker punch. Hugs, says Eric. Oh no, not a hug from Eric, y'all.
I'm going DEFCON 1 with my insomnia. Time for pregnancy, says
God.
Christina.
Wrong.
Is that when you really get tired? Is that what I'm feeling now? What it's
boy.
like to be pregnant and have a baby?
Eric says YouTube rabbit holes. I know that you feel that.
Oh, yeah.
Doom scrolling. Oh yes, Christina. Oh yes. An IV of propofol. Yes, indeed. Or as Michael Jackson called it, his milk.
His bedtime
The
milk.
Waltons, McHale's Navy. Oh Jesus. So okay,
So did you switch to the other one that you just reset?
I'm about to. As soon as we're done with this clue here, I will do that. Chuck Norris sucker punch, says
Scared.
Bob. Joshua to play a game of validation. Googling why asparagus makes your bee smell weird. Yeah, let's go with Ange on that one. Nicely done. I like that.
That doesn't happen to everyone.
Yeah, it's apparently a genetic thing, and in fact, when you get your results from 23andMe, they'll tell you if you have the genetic that makes your pee smell weird.
Don't you already know that?
Okay, so I'm going to switch over now.
Is there
Stand by.
anyone who that doesn't happen to?
Okay, Now, what you're gonna want? Okay, let's see if we can freeze our faces in a weird position. All right, let's see if that made any fucking difference.
Mr. T
I don't know.
doing
Hard-
ASMR.
hard to- Mr. T doing ASMR. Oh shit, Bob! God damn it! God damn it! That you know what? I'm giving Bob an honorary point for that. That was fucking brilliant. He pities a fool. He's in there. Honestly, what do? He's jangle. You guys have seen the ASMR videos, am I right? There's this one girl who's Australian, and she basically whispers. She goes, really close to the microphone. And she's gonna whisper, okay, and then she's like, and she'll run her, she has big nails, run them across her sweater, and then just whisper, okay, I'm gonna sleep. It is the creepiest fucking thing, and it kind of works. So I can only imagine Mr. T doing that. I pity the fool, and it's like jangling his chains, perhaps. I don't know what his ASMR will be. I'm giving Bob a point because he came up with a fucking great answer.
Okay.
Bob West gets a point. Okay. This next round will be judged by Laura. Now, for whatever reason, we are the forgotten generation, we Gen Xers. I don't know why. I've tried to figure it out, but I've noticed that really, honestly, the most Gen X thing you can do is not care. So I just don't, right? Because honestly, as a generation, it kind of makes sense, right? Ask Ethan Hawke from Reality Bites. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yes, you did miss some video, but we'll send it to you.
Oh, wacky!
Yeah.
We'll play you.
Maybe we'll play it at the end.
Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play it at the end, and I will tell everybody who everybody else.
Oh, yeah.
That's what we'll do. Yeah. So here we go. So the reason why everyone forgets about Generation X is because blank.
I think it's because we were home alone. We were just, well, we're not bothering anyone.
Not bothering anybody. Also, and I found this this may be pertinent. We are the baby bust generation. We were the lowest number of births, and I think it's because Roe v. Wade. Not to get political tonight, but I do think it's because of Roe v. Wade. So we were the first generation. Also, we were the first generation to be raised with divorce, where it was a normal thing. I knew more people whose parents were divorced than weren't, I think.
I think so. I think mine was the first, but then I don't know.
But then it was
I felt
a trend.
like I
Your parents
was,
were
you know,
trendsetters. Like, why?
I would
Holocaust got a divorce.
I said that wrong. I
I
was the first, but then I moved to California, and then everybody's parents were divorced, so it was like fine. I was the first in my town in Tennessee, and then we moved.
Ray mentioned we're a generation of Jan Brady's, and that brings up a very interesting point. When Sherman Sheldon, what the hell was the name of the guy who did the Brady Bunch, who created the Brady Bunch, they couldn't say that they were divorced. It was simply not said in the late 60s, so they had to contrive something where they were both widowed. Am I right? I think that's right.
Yes.
Sherwood,
They
Sheldon
couldn't
Sherwood.
say having a Sherwood Schwartz.
Sherwood Schwartz, thank you. Yes. Laurie Caldwell comes in, slam with a reference. The reason everybody forgets about Generation X is, and you're judging this one.
I'm going to give it to Lily with, we were not a bunch of whiny complainers.
There
That's
you go.
why.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
And that, therefore, everyone forgot about us.
Feel good about
You
that.
could be at home with a broken leg, like, well, I'm fucked up.
Exactly. We're
I
the
don't
kids
know.
of the silent generation, says Christina. And of course, the baby boomers gave birth to the millennials. And now our generation, I guess, is supposed to be giving birth to the Zoomers. Is that right? Am I getting that right? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see what else we got here. So that was a fun one. I thought that it would be. Okay, so you guys heard that one of the small bright spots of news during the primary election on Tuesday was the fact that one Madison Cawthorn lost his bid for re-election. Now,
But what's he going to do? What's he going to do?
well, one of the things that he
I can't
said
wait.
he's going to do
I can't wait.
is he's going to unleash dark MAGA. Now, for those of you who may have forgotten, Madison Cawthorn is the one who exposed the fact that Republicans have these wild sex orgy parties.
What does he know?
And offer people key bumps. Apparently.
What will he tell us?
Want a key bump, Madison?
I can't wait.
So anyway, so he says he's going to unleash dark MAGA. So let's figure out what that is together, shall we? Nobody seems to be able to say. Dark MAGA is like regular MAGA, only more blank. Dark MAGA is like regular MAGA, only more blank.
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I thought after the past 2 years, we already went dark MAGA.
So did I.
So when he said, he actually said the words dark MAGA.
MAGA, yeah.
That's not even a thing we would make up, or it would be, but then we would laugh at ourselves. Right?
For sure,
Because we're
yeah.
like dorks, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, dark MAGA.
Only more caffeinated, or only more Lindsey Graham hands.
Only more racist.
Yeah, well, I mean, wow. That is a lane unto
Only
itself.
more salty.
Yeah.
Only a little more Amber Heard.
A little more Amber Heard.
Oh my God! I heard an interesting conspiracy theory today that that right wing, the whole Depp Heard thing is now politicized. Where if you believe Johnny Depp, you're a right wing extremist.
I don't know what's going on with Vox. Vox, what Vox? If you're
Vox,
listening, Vox,
have you betrayed
stop
us?
It. Stop it.
Don't
Vox.
do a think piece that sounds like that because you sound weird.
Only more white. Who could?
Only more Russian.
That's funny, Ange. I like that. That Dark Mago is a cologne. It should be on your cousin's face.
What do you even mean?
Slytherin, Cisco.
Yes.
Only even more uneducated. They actually had to give any knowledge back in order to, which I think is what you ultimately have to surrender when you get into the whole Q business.
Was the whole Weasley family in Slytherin because they're gingers and they had to go in there?
Oh, that's a damn shame for gingers everywhere because you've already been maligned enough. Am I right?
Because we're sneaky?
Exactly. It's the one prejudice that I think you can still get away with. Dark manga is like regular manga, only truck car manga. And
Ange has the funniest pants on.
Ange had a couple good ones. Yeah, Russian. I thought, okay, so Ange gets that round. Again,
Ange has 3 points already.
apologies for our crappy reception here. We appreciate you sticking with
We
us
need
tonight.
to reset everything
We
in the
do,
house,
but-
clearly.
But honestly, we won't because, let's see.
It'd take a long time.
As I was saying earlier, I am so tired of living history every day. For once, I'd like it if the top headline were just about blank. I'm so tired of living history every single day. For once, I would like it if the top headline were just about blank. Right? Wouldn't that be nice? Just
So-
once.
I was going to say, I was on Reddit the other day. Somebody did something really stupid, and then somebody commented, sounds like a ginger. And I'm like,
Oh! Smash.
what?
Yeah.
Are you being serious? And then I commented, are you serious right now? And he goes, yeah, they're dumb. And
Oh,
I'm like,
boy.
oh my God.
Oh, man.
This is still a thing we can do, apparently.
Pull over.
Okay.
By the way, y'all, what would you think, those of you who are in My Liberal Pals, about migrating that site over to Reddit? It is such a more peaceful place, and it doesn't have Mark Zuckerberg's, tentacles attached to it. Mark Zuckerberg gets stranger looking all the time. Am I right? His neck gets longer.
Yeah.
His eyes get glazier. I don't know what he's doing with that money.
We're all going downhill.
But it's
Right.
not good. It's not good.
Let's talk about our necks, shall we?
yeah. Well,
No, God.
I mean his neck is getting longer. I don't mean it's getting
see.
listen, the terrible, terrible things happen to your neck when you get over 50. I'm just going to warn you, if you're not there,
Something horrible is happening to my neck.
be prepared.
Yeah.
It's not pretty.
I'm
It's not
switching to
fucking pretty.
turtlenecks forever after January.
I think I might just grow the beard long. I think I might just I'm not because I want to do the whole lumberjack thing, although it's appealing, but because it would hide my, fucking it's soon to be like veiny, weird ass, middle-aged neck. Okay, you're judging this one, I believe. I'm so tired of living history every day. For once, I would like it if the top headline were just about what happened in Enumclaw, says Lily. Elonless, says my mom. UPS arrived on time, says Christine. That's a good answer.
I'm giving it to Fuzz for lumps and cream of wheat. That's it.
very
Just
nice.
something really benign and really, it's
Love
all
that.
fine.
Love that.
It's just lumps and cream of wheat.
So pursuant to the video that we just watched here, and by the way, again, thank you to everybody who sent in your photos. I thoroughly enjoyed looking at everybody's childhood photos. I almost didn't make it to adulthood because of blank. Jack Meinberg, actually, if you're still watching, Jack, there are a couple times where I almost didn't make it to adulthood because of Jack Meinberg. I almost didn't make it to adulthood because of blank. Actually, I'm noticing that a lot of the answers from the last round could be recycled for this round. How about that? We like to recycle here at The Only Show. We're green. We're very, very green. Conscience. Conscience? Do you ever, anybody else ever do that? Mix up conscience and conscious?
Conscious. Yeah.
On the fly. Good. Not just me.
Because of my childhood, says David.
Says Steven's all nice.
Because of Oh, do you guys remember where no one wore a seatbelt at all?
I used to ride around town with my grandfather in his giant
seatbelt.
Easy Ride Lincoln Continental, Easy Ride suspension.
And then there was that
Continental
whole
standing up.
campaign where we would get in the car and my mom would go, put on your seatbelt, but she wouldn't put on her seatbelt. And I'd be like, you have to put yours on too.
Yes, you do.
Like, it's
That's exactly
a thing.
right. Yeah.
And it took a long time for her to actually, she always made me do it, but
Yeah.
then she didn't do it. She's like, we're just going down the street. And I'm like, I don't think that matters.
That actually sounds very much like your mom. Of course, she's very, very concerned about
Yeah.
you. Maybe not as concerned about herself.
Yeah.
Let's see. Secondhand smoke in the car. Yes, that's for sure.
Riding in the car with Jack Meyerberg.
A rousing game of Russian lawn darts. My mouth says Erica. I'll bet that's true, dude. I'll bet that's actually true.
Eric says double dog dares.
Secondhand smoke in the car. Older siblings. All those vaccines I was forced to get.
Halloween candy? Dangerous.
Mom's dinner parties. Oh my, yeah, exactly, Kathy. Just because she had to have a fucking dinner party, let her daughter's
Well,
brain
you had
boil.
pneumonia.
Yeah. That trip to Tijuana for my 18th birthday, my siblings.
Yeah, that might be true.
This is me. I'm going to give it to Eric for my mouth. That's a good answer. All right, here we go. When I was a kid, I used to be able to, and we were just talking about, this is going to be a clue that we're going to, or not a clue rather, but a prompt that we're going to put in the Gen X group to kind of ask people about what they used to be able to indulge in when they were younger that they just can't get away
For
with
me,
anymore.
apparently it's pizza.
Mine
I
is
had
ice
some
cream.
yesterday.
Yeah,
Can't have that anymore.
I know.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I used to be able to have as much blank as I wanted, but no more. Yeah. When I was a kid, I used to be able to have as much blank as I wanted. Inability to change the TV on the TV, change channel on the TV with the.
Oh my God!
With
Remember
wrench
when
fast
there was
enough.
no remote and your parents would go change the channel,
Sure do.
and you were the remote,
You were the remote,
right?
Yeah.
And you'd
Why
be
else
like,
are you going to have
why
a kid?
do I have to do it?
Because that's why you have a kid.
Because that's why you're a kid.
That's why you have a kid is to do random menial tasks around the house like change.
you have to do it because
change
I
the
have
channel.
a job and you don't, and your job is change the channel.
Oh, this clue.
Change to channel 4.
This clue is popping off. You better stay on top of this one because you're judging this round. And boy, oh boy, everybody's got a lot of things they used to be able to. Sunlight, NyQuil, Dr. Pepper, Sleepless Nights, Pixie Sticks.
Jolt Cola.
Jolt, oh man, y'all remember Jolt? It had like twice the
That's a
caffeine and
deep
10
cut.
times the sugar. 10 times the sugar. Why? Oh my God.
Dr. Pepper.
Yeah, I used to have as much hair as I wanted. Nice answer, Mom. If I were judging, I would give you that. I would give it.
Pixie sticks.
Alcohol from bottles refilled by water and food coloring.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy, oh boy. And I never did that to my folks' booze, but I had a number of friends who did, and I always wonder, did their parents ever figure it out? Particularly with the clear liquors, you could get away with it. It's like they would put a little mark right where it is, and he's like, and you just drain it and fill it right back up to that mark. Oh my goodness, we thought we were being so sneaky.
Ouija board parties. Your mom said that hair. It was
Oh, I
for
know
you.
it was.
It
I
was
know
for
it was.
you.
That was a great fucking answer.
All right, she gets the point.
All right, nicely done, Mom. All right, Laura and Stefan and all their goddamn animals. Hummingbirds, fish, and now blank. What are we adding to our menagerie next? Plutonium-239, Valthorium-239. It is a half-life of 200,000
We
years.
have 20 hummingbirds.
So many hummingbirds. And the recent development is they're starting to play nice together. They're actually sitting on the perch. They're looking. They figured out that there are
Yeah.
4 apertures to
Yeah.
the hummingbird feeder. No waiting.
One of them will come up while I'm like taking the thing down to refill it.
It's so cute. They're,
Do you guys have hummingbird feeders? Is that a thing you're doing?
they're
I do
this
it.
close.
I don't know. I'm a nerd.
This close to landing on Laura's finger. They're
yeah,
very, very close.
I'm
to doing
gonna
it.
train it. By the end of summer, it will land. It will land on me.
Yeah.
So cute. I have the little like dot feeder that I'm trying to train it. It's never mind.
Carrie says we should adopt the eagle. That's what's next. Yeah, an eagle.
You
estuary.
can't.
You can't look cross-eyed at an eagle.
Can you even?
Can.
You can't even go outside while an eagle is eating your fish, right?
Okay.
You have to be like, hey.
Christine, this is beaver. Yeah.
Oh.
Fish,
And now
platypus,
beaver.
sea monkeys, chia pets, dark maga, lizard people, sentient quokkas. Let's see,
Zombie
zombie dragons,
Dark maga.
incontinent horny toads, pussycats,
Backpack birds. That's a good one.
bear precubed, bear precubed, let's see.
Precubed.
Precubed. Pet rocks.
Pet rocks.
What say you, Laura?
cute.
Dear Laura, who had the funniest answer? Stefan and Laura.
Issaquah Jungle Boys. That's fun.
Goddamn animals, hummingbirds, fish, and now what?
Incontinent horny toads.
All right, there you
says
go.
Ray. Rayful.
Good answer. I like that, Ryan. Yes, okay. As a kid, I cannot believe they let us play with blank. As a kid, I can't believe they let us play with blank. Can you? This depends on the answer, doesn't it? Yada-dee, yada-dee.
So that Twitter deal's gonna fall through.
Apparently it's not. Apparently it's going through. And
Really?
yeah, I'm surprised because the market is tanking. So I can only imagine.
And then
that
he's going to put Trump back on, right?
he will put Trump back on. Now
Neato.
we don't have to get into this, but I do have mixed feelings about that because on one hand, Trump's ratings are as high as they've ever fucking been, and I think it's because everybody's forgotten what a fucking dangerous lunatic he is, and no quicker way to remind everybody than put him back on Twitter. However, that's how he got to the presidency in the first place.
That's right. That's right.
So I don't fucking know. What do y'all say?
What could happen?
What's the worst that could happen? They said once upon a time.
That's what we
about
said.
a Trump presidency.
2016.
What's the worst that could happen?
What could happen?
Yeah, put the asshole in charge.
Could
I
the
don't
plague break
See
out?
what's going to happen. Yeah.
I mean, what's the worst thing that could happen?
As a kid, I can't believe they let us play with each other, says Kathy. I like that. Myself, sure, of course. Cap guns, each other's genitals, broken glass and rusty nails, mercury. Yes, I remember some kid came to class with mercury in the palm of his hand. He's like, blah, 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 look it up. And I'm like, that can't be healthy. That doesn't seem
Father
right.
Patrick.
Oh, no.
That's not nice.
The perverted old neighbor who lives in the shed and back, sure. Play with others as doctors, quote unquote, says Rabel. Where did I leave off
Ooh,
here?
somebody
Slinkies,
said
180s,
RV
matches.
antennas. Now that reminds me of TV. You don't have such a thing as like a TV with an antenna that you put foil on, right? Or a TV, or
Used
like you
to,
put a
though.
coat hanger,
Holy
right?
shit,
we
man.
had that.
Foil on the
We
antenna.
could have electrocuted ourselves.
Here
right?
was okay. Let me see if I can duplicate this. Okay, this is
Turn it that way.
We got one channel,
Yeah.
and then we got two channels, kind of, and so it would require this. My dad goes up on the roof. It's like my mom and I watching the television. Going, my mom's going,
No.
back where it was.
Yeah. No.
No, go back where it was.
Yeah.
That was exactly a reenactment of the Cox household with their aerial antenna.
We didn't go on the roof. We just stuck the
1978.
coat hanger in there.
Yeah, exactly right.
Like manipulated it until we could get a channel.
We had something on the roof. I don't even think it really worked. As a kid, I can't believe they let us play with. We had a funny answer here. Ken, Barbie, and Skipper. Mercury, cap guns, broken glass, rusty nails, myself, each other. I think I'm going to go with Bob.
The neighbor's tools.
I'm going to go with Bob for Mercury just because it's a funny fucking answer
That
and
is
it's
funny.
true. Honestly, yeah. Now, your mileage may vary on this, but this is something I always noticed as a kid that everybody's house smelled different when we were kids. You guys remember this?
Soup. Someone's house smelled like soup.
Ours smelled like blank. Everybody's house smelled different when we were kids. I remember this very specifically. I think it's just because everybody has their own musk. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody just has their own particular scent, and also it depended on what you cooked and the cologne that you wore, whether you smoked, all those sorts of things. But everybody's house had like a different tang to it. I really leaned into that word tang. You know, tang. It's a fun word.
Tang is not a thing that is for sale anymore, right?
Do they
Tang.
still make tang? Do they still sell tang? I don't know.
Is Tang still a thing?
I don't know.
Now I need to-
Anybody would
now I
look
need
that
to
up?
know.
Yeah, I remember for a while they made grape tang, and I'm like, what's the point? Just
Tang's orange.
stay in your lane, tang. Right? Oh boy,
Tang, it's tangy.
it's
Cheap cigarette smoke.
Cheap-
Oh,
yeah, exactly.
Tang is still a thing.
cigarette smoke and shame, says Lily. I love that. That's awesome. Potpourri, burning microwave. Yeah, cheap cigarettes and lavender.
Tang is always for sale.
Yeah, I know. It's somewhere. It's the oldest profession, really. Tang. Canadian whiskey anal bleach. Wow. Sheep dip. Oh my goodness. This is tough. What are you thinking there, babe?
Anal bleach. I don't know why. That's so funny to me.
Aquanet and Hungry Man dinners. Yeah, that's a fucking fact.
Cigarette smoke and Wonder Bread.
Carrie has a Mothra story about Tang. Should we do a
Oh,
Mothra?
we should do a Mothra.
Can we do a Mothra?
Yeah.
By the way,
Use socks under the bed.
we're doing a pajama party for my mom's birthday, y'all. I don't know if
Yeah.
you knew this. She likes breakfast. Her very favorite meal is brunch. So that why not go the whole full 9 yards and do the pajama party. Also, we're gonna do karaoke. So it's gonna be really fucking awesome. Who are the funniest answers? Somebody made you laugh.
Eric made me laugh with the LDS.
LDS.
I think he means Mormons. It smelled like Mormons.
Church of Latter-day
Yeah.
Saints. Exactly right. Hey, Laura, what round are we on?
They're so sincere, those Mormons.
I know.
They really, really want you to become Mormons.
I know,
And it's
I know.
not going to happen. But,
I know they're
you know.
really well-meaning. My parents
This is
actually.
round 12.
My parents will invite them in because they're always so fucking pleasant. Come on in, Elder Jensen and Elder Schmerkenberger. Just I say to them, they could be doing something for you. You know, they could be like doing some dusting under the, you know, get the little dust rabbits under the couch, right? You could have them do that while you're having a pleasant conversation. My dad's like, you're not going to convert me. I'm an atheist. They're like, I don't know. We'll come in.
Isn't that disingenuous though? Like, you don't care. They're on a mission.
I think they're bored. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think they're largely
They
bored.
seem bored.
Forget the jocks and the nerds. My high school social group was blank.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to pick that. And I saw a pair of Mormons in a car the other day. I was so disappointed that they weren't on bikes.
Yep. I don't know. They actually, you know what they look like? They look like insurance salesmen from like 1963. I think
They
that's.
look like they're in the CIA, but trying to look like they're
exactly.
in the CIA.
Yeah, they look like spooks with their little,
Yeah.
skinny ties and the whole.
Oh, I
fucking
don't think
thing.
you're allowed to say that anymore yet.
So
There's so many things
there's
we
so
can't
many
say
words
now.
that like
We're
they're-
old now. We're
Listen,
those people.
I don't believe the word niggardly ever
Oh
needed to be
my
said to
God!
begin with. I honestly don't. I hear some people trying to work it in. I'm like, no, can't do that. Sorry.
That's a real word.
It
In
is
case
a
you're
real-
just look
it's-
it up. It doesn't mean what you think it
it's
means.
a real word. It means stingy. It means stingy.
It does. It does.
Forget the jocks and the nerds. My high school social group was blank.
My
The math
chosen
team.
family.
My chosen family. Young Republicans. Drama club.
Freaks at the round table. Fart. True story.
Lily, what is it about all of us Indivisiblers and like a theater background? You just scratch the surface on any of us fuckers. We seem to just have theater damage, musical theater damage. Am I right? There's so many
Theater's
of
not
us.
damaging. Theater's awesome.
I love theater. I like to refer to it as musical theater damage because musical theater is infectious. Jazz hands. Come on, people. 5, 6, 7, 8.
I don't know if you had this in your school, but no, you were the theater kid in your school, right?
I was the theater
in our
kid
school,
in my
theater
school.
kids were mostly goths, and like you wouldn't really take it with them. Like
It was International Goth Day.
Nobody picked on them. Oh my
Lori
God!
was so
Yesterday,
happy.
well, tomorrow's International Goth
Oh,
Day.
it's just tomorrow because they were
So
celebrating on our
yesterday,
radio station.
they played
our
goth
radio
music all day,
Oh,
and
my
I was like,
goodness.
I've never been happier in my life.
Hey, Lincoln's here. What up, dude? We actually, your photo made it into the video, and we'll play it before we close up shop tonight here. Bauhaus just played the Rose Bowl. along
Kathy,
with,
right? Hippies and goths. Yeah.
Yeah, hippies and goths. Those
Yeah.
were our theater folk. They played a double bill with Morrissey, and Morrissey is like he's like a frumpy old banker now who's just like who's the guy who got up and is doing karaoke in the frumpy suit on stage there. It's
And he's
no,
going to
it's
talk to
Morrissey.
us about diversifying the index.
I honestly, it's weird. I never would have predicted that this is what was going to happen to Morrissey. That and the whole white supremacy thing. That's fun.
You've got too much technology, you're over diversity, you're overweighted.
That's exactly right. Plus, did you know that immigrants are trying to replace us? Ask me more. Forget the jocks and nerds. My high school group was Ali Sheedy. Do you guys? So there are two films for which this is the case. That there are theories that The Breakfast Club and Ferris Bueller's Day Off are actually fever dreams of two characters. The Ali Sheedy character, she dreams them all up because she's so lonely and wants all these characters, and she just invents them in her mind. And then the whole Ferris Bueller thing is just it happens in Cameron's mind because he's got a fever, and it's like he dreams up this whole. You were laughing at something. This one's yours to judge, I think.
Me. He'll keep calling
He keep calling me. He keep calling me. Yeah.
I'm going to give it to Kathy for the Pale Kids.
The Pale Kids, exactly right.
in celebration of International Goth Day.
Hey, what round are we on?
This is round 13.
13.
I'm glad you asked me that.
Speaking of Mormons, it is amazing what you can do with Jell-O. For example, I just made a blank.
Immigrants have a great song, says Christina.
We are so glad that you are all here. And please do stick around to the end because we're going to replay the song, and I will let you know who is who in the video with all of the adorable children's photos. Oh my God, it's so cute. It's so cute. Immigrants have a great song. Yes, they do. It's amazing what you can do with Jell-O. For example, I just made a blank. I made a Jell-O blank. I had this been half a mile being told I look like Ali Sheedy in the Breakfast Club, in a good way, Kathy. Because I had a serious,
so cute.
I had a serious crush on Ali Sheedy after that. I was like, I don't know. I just loved everything about her. I loved her little squeak. I loved the fact that she could catch a Pepsi with one hand. I loved her drawing skills. I just loved every fucking thing about that character and her, quite frankly. She was 26 at the time. Do you guys know?
Eric just made Anatomical Me.
Hey, nice. Very good. Anatomical Me. Yeah, I don't know. I love that movie so much.
Everybody had a crush on her.
So cute. I had a crush on her too. She was 26 at the time.
Yeah.
Like a Jello peace treaty. Thanks, Mom. Shots. Anatomical me. A Confederate flag burning in a pile of goo. Let's see. I had a crush on her too. Both. 2024 presidential ballot already marked for the Democrat running. Wrestling pit. Statue of Baphomet. Solution to life's
That's a very
woes
goth
with
answer.
Everclear. Salad. Guillotine. Video. I'm going to go with Lily for solutions to life's woes with Everclear because sure. How else are you going to get that shit down? Am I right? It's awful. It tastes like fucking
What
gasoline.
problem does Everclear solve?
Apparently taking paint off of surfaces and also doubling as an alcohol
Then
that
it
you can mix
doesn't also create, is what I mean. Like, does it create does it create the more problem than it solves? What am I talking about? What am I talking about?
Oh, beer. What's the Homer Simpson line? Beer, the cause of and the solution to all of life's problems. There we go. That fabulous stuff. Okay, let's do it. So we are on round number 14 here. We got
Yes.
2 more to go. Childhood lingo I still use. Blank. What childhood lingo do y'all still use?
I say cool way more than I thought I did.
But cool goes back to the 50s. I think we're good. I think we're A-okay.
Why do I
with
say
cool.
that?
We say cool all the time. We say it
Oh,
reflexively.
that's cool.
Also, I think the word that has the most flexibility as vernacular for us as of generation is dude.
Dude,
Dude can be used to say about 20 different things.
Yeah.
It's almost like
I said dude this morning.
it's like Mandarin, right? There are words in Mandarin
Yeah.
that depending on where you pitch them can mean different things.
Jason Sussman.
Jason Sussman is here in the house.
Rad is a good answer.
Rad. Fuck it. Yep.
Do
Rad
you
is a great
say
answer.
rad though?
I say rad. I do say rad. I think rad is right. Well,
I say dude
how
more
many
than
votes
rad,
do we
though.
have? Holy shit! It just blew up with rads here. It's radioactive. There's so many goddamn rads in the feed
That
right now.
shit is
Am I
fire.
right? Thank you. Hang on. I gotta get myself. So many rads, it's radioactive. I said there's so many rads, it's radioactive. That's how you get Geiger counter. Matter.
I just
Good night,
got
everybody.
that.
Good night. Drive safe. That's it.
I just got that.
Childhood lingo I still use. So you, boss man, says David. Dude, chillax, putty. Let's see. I say cool constantly. Pigeon bra. I like that. I don't know what it means. Jinx, show me a Coke. That's good. Dude is legit. Absolutely right.
Dude,
So
chillax.
this is you. What say you, dear Lauro?
Everyone said fuck it. Mm-hmm. Just everybody. Jinx, owe me a Coke. That's funny.
That is funny. I actually still say that. I don't know why. Reflexively, too.
Dude is legit.
In fact, when people started doing the only show moments where 2 people would answer something random at the same time, my first instinct was to say Jinx.
Dude! Oh, yeah. Jinx. That's
Jason
good
says,
one.
send help. We give it to
Oh, Jason's in Texas. Hello.
Oh boy, yeah. Well, honestly, let's send good vibes. Good vibes to Jason. Survive. I heard Trump was
Well,
just
you
there.
get a point.
Sus-
Send help. Well, you get help in the form of a point.
Sussman gets a point. Nicely done, dude. Every
All right.
man you know, this is at 15. Every man you know secretly wants to blank himself.
Oh, boy.
Every man you know secretly wants to blank
Isn't there
himself.
only one answer to
Let's
this?
see. I thought so too. We're about to find out. And in fact, the only way you can make a point is you don't say blow. You don't say have a rib removed and blow yourself. That's how you're going to make a point. Every man you know secretly wants to blank himself.
That's not in this list, is it?
Oh, did I not?
I don't think so.
No, well, sorry. Now I'll make Laura type this one up. Old school. Reach around. Private Pile. You're the kind of, I'm not going to finish that whole line. Wow, that line is rough. That movie gets really, really rough with the language. Did you
Sussman
know?
says elevate
Oh,
himself.
I
What does
like that.
mean?
I don't know, but it's good. I like it. Every man you know wants to secretly blank himself. Satisfy. Divorce court on live TV.
Himself.
Marry himself. I like that. Promote himself. That is true, Bob. We all want to promote ourselves. My mom says spank. Sure.
Satisfy. That's funny.
Satisfy. Got to satisfy.
Wait, is this the tiebreaker round? Why do we not know every week? We don't. We need to.
My
learn
mom
this
just won.
rules again.
She just won. Yeah. Clone. Every man wants to
that's
clone himself.
true.
That's the answer.
That's true.
That's the one I was looking for. That's exactly the answer I was looking for.
All right.
So-
So this is round 16.
So we have a tiebreaker, of course.
Yes.
How many?
So-
So what do we have here?
Okay, we've got Ange with 1, 2, 3.
Laura's going to add it up. I'll just be adding up music.
Hold on. Are we waiting for me to do math live on television? On the internet? Why are we doing that? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Why don't you guys keep your own scores? 1, 2. No, that's wrong. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Okay. It looks like the tiebreaker is going to be competed for with Ange, Eric, and Jan.
Ange, Eric, and my mom's. Okay, I like it. Ange, Eric, and my mom's answer the following. And of course, y'all know you're going to answer. You're going to jump in and answer anyway, so you might as well.
Oh, and Kathy.
And Kathy, of course. Because Kathy. So 4-way. Got a 4-way. Here we go. In retrospect, I probably should have done more blank when I had the chance. In retrospect, I probably should have done more blank when I had the chance. Go, Jan, go. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer. Go, Speed Racer. Go. Okay, so Kathy, my mom, Eric, and Ange. Did I get that right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, those are the... Okay. In retrospect, I probably should have done more blank when I had the chance.
Jason Sussman is funny. Should have shown up before.
Oh, yeah, man. You have a real shot at this. Although, of course, we know that people can do walk-offs here. They do it all the time. Do it all the fucking time. So,
Go ahead and try it.
Try it. Try it, Sussman. Nude portraits when I had the chance. Yeah, I can get rid of the flashing 12 o'clock on a VCR. Eric Atwood. She should have done more Eric Atwood. Don't you still have the chance? Actually, Eric, I think you just got the green light for some hugs, my friend. I think that's what you just did there. Look at that. Shrooms. Masturbate for money. Hokey Pokey. Bob Barker. Come on down. Nude portraits.
But what was Bob Barker's show? It was
Price is Right.
Price is Right. That was the babysitter when you had a cold or you were sick.
It was
Your
awful.
parents would leave you at home
Terrible
like, here
show.
you go.
But what else are you going to watch other than yada-dee-dee-da-dee-dee? Ba-da-ba-da.
Here's a
new
it was like
car.
it was a kit. The Price is Right.
Yeah.
A can of ginger ale.
That's right.
A package of saltines and a can of Campbell's soup.
You could try and
Okay,
switch
feel
over to-
better. Bye. I'm
Try
going
and
to work.
Try and switch. Oh, actually, somebody put that up as a meme. Why is it that
Yeah.
those things were just absolutely universal?
And now
we
when
weren't
you're sick, you
feeling
crave
well?
that.
I think somebody put Vicks Vapor Rub.
Yeah, Vicks Vapor Rub.
Vicks Vapor Rub.
That's
a
right.
can of Campbell's. It had to be fucking Campbell's.
Yeah.
Chicken noodle
Yep.
soup.
Which you had to make yourself because you parents were at work.
Exactly. Soda crackers, saltine soda crackers, and then also ginger ale or Gatorade. It became Gatorade later, but ginger ale used to be the standard. Right. So here we go. Do we have everybody's?
Lily's answer is funny. I wish I had done more sleep
No
when I
shit.
had the chance.
All right, so here we go. My mom says sneaking out of my window at night, and says double dog dares. Let's see, who else do we have here who is in the final round who has answered so far? Waiting for Eric, or are we
Shrooms,
waiting
that's
for Eric?
funny.
Let's see.
One life to live in all my children. Right, you would stay home from school,
Yeah.
drink ginger ale, eat Campbell's soup, and
Oh, Eric said
Watch out,
Bob
watch out.
Barker, come on down. So that was his answer.
that's funny.
Okay, so and then Kathy says, oh wait, is that Kathy's answer? That is not Kathy. Oh, Kathy says nude portraits. So those are our. So here we go. So Kathy says nude portraits. So just so we know. My mom says the hokey pokey. Should have done more hokey pokey. Okay.
So this doesn't have to do with the round, but Matt said, yeah, but can she get rid of the flashing 12 on a VCR?
I love that. That's
I will
like-
tell you that Jan Cox is the only person I have ever known who knew how to program a VCR.
I don't know why.
She could like
A magical skill.
And
a magical
you
skill.
know her as like she's doesn't it's not that great with technology, whatever. But she could program a VCR to like record at exactly 5:15.
Hearing this, are you going to take this from her? Oh man, this is fighting words.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing. It's okay.
Yeah. So anyway, we've got. Let's see. Jason says love and vegetables. Nice.
That's funny.
In retrospect, yeah, actually, Jason's a vegan now, so maybe the vegetable thing is signaling
Is he
you.
a vegan though? Is
Are
he
you?
a vegan? Are you a vegan right now in Texas when you're traveling?
Oh, can't be. So Kathy said, once again, Kathy says nude portraits. My mom said the hokey pokey. Eric Atwood said he should have done more Bob Barker. And then we had, was Ange the other person who was in the final round?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ange said double dog dares.
Tasteful nudes.
So vote on those four, if you will. So those are the four that you're going to vote on. Let's see. Kathy says nude portraits.
Why did two people say nudes?
It's funny. My mom says hokey pokey. Eric says Bob
not
Barker.
right. It's
And
not right.
Angela says double dog dares. Are we going to vote or are we just going to decide? You and I?
I think we're waiting for everyone to vote.
Okay. It's time to vote. Time to vote. Time to vote. Just a like on one of those four. A like or a ha-ha. We'll do the
And
trick.
now I have to refresh my whole screen because Bob told me once 2 years ago that it doesn't count the votes unless I refresh. So here we are. 1 year ago, I don't know.
Refreshing music. That's what we got here for Laurel. Refreshment music.
And he's right. It really does. It really doesn't.
So
Okay.
who's in the lead here, dear Laurel?
Oh my gosh!
Got to be Kathy.
Angela Garvin has
Angela
won
Garvin.
with Double Dog Dares. She wishes she did more Double Dog Dares. Why am I
Congratulations,
screaming?
Ange. Very cool. We'll have your prize when you come up for
I am
the birthday
screaming.
celebration. Okay, so there we go. That will do it for this week. Now we're going to play the video on our way out here one more time, and I will tell everybody who's who. These adorable, adorable 1980s and 70s and even 60s children. Shall we? Let's do. All right. Anything you want to say before we head off into the night?
Lily wants you to call her if you saw that go by.
I did not. After the show, meaning?
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Yeah, happy to do it. All right, let's see if this will go right from the top.
Once upon a time, there was
That's me,
a
by the way.
generation born
There's Laurel and her
between
dad.
1980 and 65.
Gingers.
That's Christina. So Gerber baby. That's me and my mom.
That's you.
Wants to come, but it's a fucking miracle.
That is not.
That's from the internet.
That's from the internet.
Singing, that's
There's Eric holding the gun in the red and white shirt.
the way you do it.
Kid with a gun. Lawn darts.
BB guns and Swiss Army knives. That's the way we do it.
That is Kathy on a horse.
We do it.
It's Christy. Carrie. Sorry.
Supervised.
Glory. Look at that cute little eyes.
Today someone would call
That is Jen Carter who did not make it tonight. That is Abe Lincoln right there. Look at that. And there's Ange. Blonde.
Our parents smoking with no
Whoever that is.
hold up tight. How
Kathy.
are we alive right now?
That is Mondo Flores.
We need playgrounds, we're stealing
That is a dangerous Templeton.
We alive.
Oh, was that Mondo?
Yeah, that's
That's funny.
And now we have a series of products.
Remember super elastic bubble plastic? That was huffing. They let us huff.
Once upon a time, you would stay out all day. Your parents figured you'd come home eventually. That's the way we did.
That is just a guy with
Keep
clackers.
on the sprinkler with the slip and slide on the gravel driveway. We were the children of divorce, buying Virginia slips for our mothers with a note. We rode in the beds of trucks, nobody seemed to give
Nobody
a fuck.
knew.
And so I ask you, how are we alive right now?
Junior Jigsaw. How many
real
fingers?
blade.
How
Real
many
blade.
fingers were lost? High Armstrong.
Are we alive?
Made of plastic and chemicals. More chemicals.
Cap gun.
Set fire to your house. What's the problem? What's the problem?
I love my cap gun. Dude's wiping out a bike.
Sussman's gonna make the tiny crossbow.
Yeah, she should.
We were always scraped up. I wouldn't trade
Me and Jack. Wacky. There's Scott Coates.
Oh my God!
There's Lily. Look at little Lily. And Buzz man. Love that. Ripple. There's Ripple.
And so I asked
There's Michelle Solberg. So cute.
we alive.
Christina. And of course, Carrie and her brother. There you go, kids. This has been super duper fun. We are so glad that you guys joined us tonight. Any final words before we go?
How are we alive right now?
How are we alive right now? Let's
Yeah.
see, something to consider.
So many preservatives.
That's-
So much sprinkler
That's
water.
what it is. Exactly.
Yeah.
We're really just here thanks
Yeah.
to preservatives. Yeah.
Maybe we just ate all the chemicals.
That's
and
it.
so we're just invincible. Like,
Those Hostess apple pies,
Yeah.
just absolutely
That's
chock
not right.
fucking full of chemicals. That's why and preservatives. That's why we're so well preserved. All right, kids.
we're so old.
we're so old.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week. Wait, here we go. Hey, everybody, have you heard the news? It's
Wow,
on the
this is
show
a throwback.
Shooting the shit with Stephen and Lori is gonna be out of sight. We're talking about COVID and being shut in. We're talking about
Dangerous toys.
and MacGyver. Hey everybody, it's Stephen and Laurel. Hey everybody, it's Stephen and Laurel. Hey everybody, it's Stephen and Laurel tonight. All right.
It is the Twinkies.
See you guys next time.